Welcome to the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV.
Once again, it's on. What's happening, people? It's the Dream in the house, and I'm sitting here with my man, Hatter. What's going on, Playboy?
Oh, what's up, kid? How you doing, man?
Oh, man, I'm doing crazy right now. Peyton Ball, what happened?
Oh, your boy decided to lay an egg last night, man. You know what? 4 INTs, pick 6, bad special teams, rain pouring down. I don't know, player. You know what? I just had I thought that game was a little fishy, to be honest with you. Once we saw, that nasty 4 points, right?
Hey, listen, I had said and I put out there, I said that it was a no play. I said I didn't like, I thought Denver was the better team, but they didn't really have anything to play for. Cincinnati had everything to play for. So it was a no play. I put that out there on Twitter. I told you guys don't get involved with it. I had it in a money line par, and then I went on the other side and just money line Cincinnati. So it wasn't a play for me at all. So I hope you guys listened. I know there was some guys on last night. In the second half, I actually thought Denver was going to get the game because they looked like they had enough. I think Denver, I honestly believe, okay, here's my theory on Denver. I believe that Denver's playing possum right now for the NFL. I honestly believe they are strictly implementing their running game. They've decided to do a little bit of a clock management system, and this is all in lieu of the playoffs, all in lieu of attempting to beat the New England Patriots on the road and also whoever they may meet in the Super Bowl. They came out of there no huddle in the first half, which is absolutely rare for them, especially for Peyton. Yeah, he had the flu apparently the night before or something like that, and his thigh was banged up. Yeah, I hear that, and I understand that too. But I really think that Denver is attempting to get their offenses on target for the playoffs and for the New England Patriots, and should they meet the Seattle Seahawks again in the Super Bowl, which looks likely.
Yeah, you know what? I was looking at the game. I mean, he did throw a lot more than he did the previous few games, though.
Right. Well, they were behind, and then when he came out in the second half, it looked like they had enough and they were getting ready to roll. But his first pick, oh wow!
Thank you, Yodo.
His first pick really destroyed that. Destroyed the as far as I'm concerned, destroyed the win for them because they had all the momentum at that point. They looked like they had ran the sails out of Cincy, and then it kind of just screwed up the whole thing. But there's a lot of people hit me up. Your boy's done. I don't like him. He's dusty. Listen, dudes. If you want to talk to me about him playing New England, you want to talk to me about him playing maybe Seattle, okay, I'll listen to maybe he can't beat them and maybe he's done. Listen, he's rolling through the rest of that crap in the AFC, all right? Plain and simple. Nobody else in that AFC is messing with them but New England, all right? The rest of that AFC, I mean, you're looking at Cincinnati, the Steelers. Come on. That's not an issue for him, all right? You got the Colts hanging around, They aren't going into Mile High, and it's not Mile High anymore. But they're not going into Denver beating him. Now him on the road in New England, I don't know. We'll have to discuss that when the time comes, and we'll base that around the gameplay. But I look for him to be crisp, sharp, and ready to go come playoff time.
Definitely, man. And yesterday, I actually and listen, you can do all the homework in the world you want. Okay, you can research these games for hours and hours and hours. Okay, I took the under 58 in a marathon tease, and I lost. And the reason why I lost is you're never going to expect Peyton Manning to throw 4 interceptions. You're never going to expect 2 pick sixes in a game. You're never going to expect the run backs on special teams to be so important. You know what I mean? So that's why they play the games, guys. And you know what? You could have a guaranteed lock of the year and all this other stuff that I hear all the time. Listen, at the end of the day, that's why they play the games. You could have it. You could think that you got the game locked down, but then there's all these inevitables, all these variables, all turnovers inside their own 10-yard line, bad coaching, stuff like that. So that's why they call it gambling. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, just be careful when you're doing that. There's nothing ever that's a lock.
And I love Cincinnati. Not one. And if you ever seen a team with some handcuffs on a quarterback, all right, Andy Dalton was out there in like a straitjacket. All right, the offensive coordinator was like, "Look, here's the play. Don't audible out. I don't care what the defense looks like. This is what we're doing, and you're handing off, player.
That's right.
I mean, it was just when you watched him last night and watched him so cuffed up, they wouldn't want to let him do nothing. And you're like, this team is getting ready to head into the playoffs with this kind of scenario. You know, like I said yesterday in the tweet, NFL, give us a favor, man. Kick Cincy the hell out of playoffs this year, man. Don't nobody want to see them come in and get beat in the first round like they do every season, man.
And
you know what I'm saying? Get the NFC South out of there, too, while you're at it. I got a playoff already this weekend with the Battle of the Booty Teams with my man Killer Cam and Net Matty Ice going at. Dude, dusty.
I know, and you know what? I fell for Cincy last year in the playoffs. I actually took him and watched him get smoked in this building.
Didn't. Remember? I told you were crazy.
Yep. I did that. And but what I did do last night was I ended up at when you hit me up about that, and Phil Brooks was actually going back and forth with me on this. You know, with the whole thing, maybe Peyton may not play, or maybe may only sit part of the game or something like that. What I did was I went and moneyline Cincinnati. But then I got that at plus, I want to say it was plus 165. Okay. And then what happened was the minute I saw Denver go up to plus 200 when they fell down 13, I grabbed Denver. So I actually ended up making money and softening up the blow a little bit from the under marathon parlay that I put out there. So.
But you took Denver in?
I took them when they were down 13 points.
But for what?
For a money line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was plus 200. So, hey, you know what? Soften the blow. I ended up losing like $8 yesterday.
But you lost with the Denver play, no?
I did lose with the Denver, but I thought they were going to come back and win, too.
Okay. Yeah, no, I thought I thought they were winning that game. I mean, even up until the last turnover really kind of put the nail in the coffin.
Pick six, yeah.
Yeah, but up into that, I was like, nah, they're going to go out. And then when Cincy was in field goal range and they wouldn't let Dalton throw and they had to punt, I'm like, oh, that's it then. They're going to go down and kick a field goal and win the game and it's over. Yeah. But I don't know. Peyton Ball, just, the weather, I believe, was an issue for him. I don't think a couple of the plays that rubbed me the wrong way, that Demaryius Thomas play, not Demaryius Thomas, I think it's Julius Thomas, the tight end, number 80. The play when the guy ripped the ball out of his hands. What a play, huh?
Yeah, big time. I mean,
what a play. Hey, big ups this morning. Clown Man Swag, what's up, brother? Hope you got your jaw back because you got knocked out yesterday. Hey, player, it's all good, man. We have fun on Twitter. It's a lot of fun out there. Dude, don't be taking stuff personal. We was all clowning. I know you came in afterwards and started throwing a little bit of low blows, dog. You got a name like Clown Man Swag, be ready to get clowned on just like me. Hey, if you're a big target, just like myself, I'm a huge target. When I come up short and I fail, I expect to hear it from people out there.
The thousands.
You know what I'm saying? That comes with the turf, dog. If you can't handle that, then you change your name from Clown Man to Serious Guy with Feelings. Rainmaker 512, G Rose Votto. My man Ray's Core is out there. Frankie Fingers, good morning, brother. Alex Washington is out there. Sports SBTV fan. Oh, I love that.
Oh.
I love that handle right there, player. Born and raised HI, Jamila Norwood, Lewis Carter, and So Maddie Fresh, So Clean is out there as well this morning. Want to send big ups to Rich Z, Johnny Flipoff, Vince Parker, Jay Robinson 10. He's a new member to the SBTV Nation. Want to welcome him aboard. Me and him were rapping most of the day Sunday. My man MMA Rainmaker, Sin City Maverick Champ, JCP Sports, VK, JHMOB, and Rick Andrews, and Jay Gotts also is out there. Guys, good morning, and thank you all for supporting the biggest show in the world.
Oh, definitely, man. And I just want to give a shout out to MMA Rainmaker. He sent me a nice email, just kind of explaining his background a little bit in live call-in audio. So, hey, man, thank you very much for that, and we definitely take all your stuff into consideration. We had a really great conversation back and forth on the email, man. So it's looking good, man. I love the fact that everybody's out there trying to help this SPTV Nation rock and roll and get this show better and better and better and better and better. So, Dream, did you hear the lineup for the Super Bowl?
I did not hear the Super Bowl lineup, but I've seen some of the propaganda you've been putting out there. I seen some of the hype my boy been pushing.
You already know Daddy's on it, man. So what we got is we got the pick, which his NFL is incredible. Vin Vegas. We got Phillies picks. You know, my boy with the, they came out with the conspiracy theory and all that. And we got.
You bringing Philly back out again
I am.
for a conspiracy for the Super Bowl, Daddy? Oh.
He's got a lot of knowledge with the props.
I know.
With the props. Yo, you know what?
I'm going to have to screen him first. I'm going to be like, hey, Philly, look, I want you on, player, but you're going to have to let a little bit of the stuff go.
Yeah, we got him, and we got, and we may have to, get the censors going because we got Danny Biscuit calling in too.
Oh, DB is calling. Oh, we gotta have the censors up. Yo, the Super Bowl show should be crazy, guys. Danny B will be F-bombing us every 5 to 6 minutes. my man Philly Pick will be telling us about the conspiracy theory. All we need to add to the show now will be World Sports Picks. He'll call us in a half an hour late. Talk about let's extend the show.
and we're going to do some live call-ins that day, brother.
Oh, and live. Okay. Come on, kid. Really? Oh, my God. What's it, a 4-hour show?
2 hours.
Will I be able to even get my play in for the Super Bowl? I love Hatter. I guess no doubt we're doing the Super Bowl party together now. Since we'll probably be on the mic 5 minutes before game time. Hey, I can guarantee you guys one thing. Of all the crap that you're going to see before the Super Bowl
that's what I'm
Sunday,
saying. Exactly.
Trust this show's going to rock all of that stuff because you're going to get the real deal Holyfield from here. You ain't going to get that, that we want to be biased. We don't want to be biased and we want to be neutral and we're going to root for, we're probably going to be rooting on one side, hyping up one team, talking about how booty the other team is. So it will definitely be a very entertaining couple of hours if you guys check us out on Super Bowl Sunday. We aim to please, and I think we do a pretty good job at keeping you guys entertained.
Oh, definitely, because there's, all leading up to the Super Bowl is that, all them contests, like, they got the Dr. Pepper thing, and they got the all the performances and all that. Well, you know what? You're going to be listening to the biggest show in the world and have a whole hell of a lot better time with us. Let me just tell you that much.
Hey, are we going to change our start time or same start time?
We'll go 10 to 12.
10 to 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll figure out what we're doing afterwards.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. Guys, just real quick, as you know, it's 2 days before Christmas. I hope you got all your Christmas shopping done. Hope you got your ladies handled like we had referred to.
Still not too late to get leggings and boots. It's still not too late to get a pair of leggings and boots.
And the cocktail dresses get popping. Well, we got that going. And just so you know, we're Christmas Day, we are off the air. We are not going to be doing a Christmas Day show, but we are going to be here tomorrow. We got my boy Rick Andrews calling in tomorrow.
Hey, the thing is, I love Rick calling in tomorrow. I want to add, I don't know about you guys out there with kids, but I get up this morning with my kid, and I take him downstairs, get his breakfast going. Because I do a routine with my guys in the morning. I get them going. I have 2 boys, 7 and 3. I get them down for breakfast, and I usually take care of that. I get up with them. My wife likes staying in bed. But I like getting up with them and get them going. And then my little one, my 3-year-old, right as I'm about to leave, because they had went to like a Santa village and sat on Santa's lap yesterday and, talked there. My little one springs to me, hey, Daddy, I told Santa yesterday about how I wanted, whatever it was that he wanted that I've already forgotten, but I will remember. I want the Hero 6 toys, and it's like, hold up, player. That wasn't on your list. So needless to say, I got between now and Christmas to try to go hunt down a Hero 6 toy. So the dream gonna be I'm gonna be hanging outside the toy store with the shotgun. They better have the Hero 6 toy in there. I'm gonna go crazy.
Well, you gonna go to the mall for that?
Oh, dude.
Yo,
I really don't want to go to the mall.
I was at the mall last night. Let me tell you something. You want to talk about legging season?
I already know that. I already know. That's all they wearing.
Oh, wow.
That's all they wearing. They tell you, because they're so comfortable and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. Kid Rocks, they're so comfortable. Your ass look bananas in them, and dudes is falling all over the place, drooling out the mouth everywhere you go. No wonder you got these boys on. getting free stuff. The guy ain't charging you the right prices. My wife walked out of the shop the other day with something for free. I'm like, how'd you get that for free? I don't know. I looked at her outfit. Oh, I know. Dudes are so stupid, too, because, fellas, you could be as hot as ever. You walk in, the girl behind the counter, she's popping gum. She ain't giving you nothing for free.
No, I love they come out of there. They already signed up for a credit card. You know, oh,
you
yeah,
know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
A dude could be behind the thing. He'll give the girl the whole store. Here, take it, honey. I don't care. I'm going to get fired tomorrow. I'm good. I'll explain it. The girl, she just popping gum is like, she might even charge you extra.
No, I love them. You know, she's like, let me get your email address. Let me sign you up for this credit card. You know, oh, by the way, there's, it's 25% interest, but, I don't care. Whatever.
You know, that's my old joke. A guy walks into McDonald's, sees a girl on the fries. He's like, hey, honey, what's up? What you doing tonight? Slips her a number. A girl walks into McDonald's, sees a dude on the fries. She'd be like, what you looking at, dog? I am not going out with the McDonald's fry guy.
Oh, wow.
Kick rocks.
Damn.
We are not. I am not picking you up after your shift smelling like oil. You're gonna mess my makeup up.
Oh, wow.
Crazy world we live in. Hey, on the NBA side last night, we got a couple scores. In case you guys can't feel the energy, it is popping this morning.
Yeah, no doubt. Wow.
We got the Hornets over the Nuggets, 110-82. The Bulls beat the Raptors, 129-120. We had the
talking to Mike a little bit, player.
We had the Rockets over the Trailblazers, 110-95. We had the Grizzlies over the Jazz, 91-97. The Hawks beat the Mavericks, 105-102. The Clippers lost to the Spurs, 125-118, and the Golden State Warriors beat the Kings, 128-108. And that was your basketball scores.
All right.
Let's go to the ice real quick. I was not involved with the ice yesterday, and luckily enough, because I would have taken the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they lost yesterday. Penguins lost to the Panthers 4-3 in a shootout. So I'm glad I didn't get involved. I'm glad I missed that game because I would have definitely taken that had I saw it. Capitals beat the Senators 2-1. The Predators beat the Blue Jackets 5-1. The Canucks beat the Coyotes 7-1. The Anaheim Ducks beat the Sharks 3-2 in a shootout as well. Well, in overtime, not a shootout. And the LA Kings lost to the Flames, which is another game I liked. I liked the Kings last night. They got beat by the Flames in overtime 4-3, and those are your hockey scores. Yesterday you had a bowl game.
Yes, we did. It was a pretty crazy bowl game.
I was just getting ready to get into that, son. Did you see that at the end of that game?
Wow, unbelievable.
It looked like the WWF.
Dude, it was crazy out there, man. You know, the cats were, you know what? That's what I don't understand sometimes, man. A lot of you guys that play football out there, you want to have no helmet on and go against like 10 cats with helmets on. You know what I'm saying? And then be trying to throw hands and breaking your hand on their helmet and all that. I'm just like, yo, what are you doing, man? And then that cat with, that was just running around, sucker punching the guy and all that.
He was just wilding.
Yo, what do you think? What do you think's going to happen to them?
Them kids are getting in trouble, dude. For sure.
Yeah. In case you don't know, we're talking about the BYU Memphis game last night, man. After the game was over, they had a big brawl after the game. It was just absolute madness. It was worse than the Rams-Giants one.
No, it was way worse than the Rams-Giants. It was like a free-for-all on the field. It was absolutely crazy. I don't know if authorities are even going over that tape. I'm sure we'll be hearing about it soon. Authorities are probably going to be looking at some of the footage and trying to figure out, who and what was going on and doing what, because it was just bedlam. Oh. Bedlam is the word. It was crazy, man.
Well, anyway, we had, 55-40?
55-48, Memphis beat BYU in that game.
And that brings the current standings for our little bowl bankroll thing going. Dr. Dan lost that game, so
should have known Dan couldn't stay away from that one.
Yeah, there's 2 today, so he's going to be all.
Should have known. I love Dan, who came out the gate ahead. By the time we get to the premium games, should be behind us probably by about 2. The bankroll down to $50.
Well, Dan is still in the lead at $550.
Yes, he is.
You are at $500 because you have not put a play in yet.
Right.
And I am at $495, but I got Marshall on the money line to close out a money line parlay. That'll put me over the $500 mark. I think if it hits, it'll put me at $5.08. Or I'm sorry, $5.08 and some cents. So,
what did you have Marshall with, player?
Utah State.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be in pretty good shape there. So we'll see where it lands.
I don't know. I'm kind of liking Northern Illinois, dog.
Take the points if you're going to do it.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's no doubt I'm taking the points. Yeah. You think I'm going to money line them?
We'll see what happens. Looking at that, guys, just jumping right into the college bowls here. We got the Northern Illini, Northern Illinois Huskies at the Marshall Thundering Herd at 6 p.m. Let me repeat that. 6 p.m. tonight. So don't be
Eastern Standard.
Waiting for Eastern Standard, waiting for the 7 o'clock kickoff and the game's already in the second quarter.
Yeah, got your chips in your sandwich and go out and turn the game on and get ready to go to halftime.
Yeah, definitely, man. So you're looking at that there. It's anywhere from 9.5 to 10, over 67 to 68. So which way you leaning here, dude?
I'm leaning Northern Illinois, bro. I don't like the way Marshall ended the season. They really struggled their last 2 games of the season. You know that because we were at the bar for one of them, screaming.
Yep.
And, Northern Illinois has been somewhat consistent this year. Marshall's defense, dude, God. Remember how bad their defense was?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they let up, 135 points or something like that, between the two of them.
So I don't know if the little bit of break they got, they were able to tighten that up and bring some different type of talent in there. But, hey, at last seen, Marshall's defense was very, very bad. Look for Northern Illinois. I'm looking for Northern Illinois to come in and make a lot of noise in this game. And if you're getting what did you have for a point spread?
9.5 to 10.
Dude, if you could get them up to 10.5, if you could even, I don't know, get them to 2 touchdowns, I don't see how you can even go wrong with Northern Illinois.
Wow, Clown Man just sent me a photo of the BYU guy's face busted wide open here.
That actually looks like how Clown Man looked yesterday after the cat on Twitter hit him with his Madden package. Clown Man, I'm sorry. That was some of the funniest stuff I saw 2 nights in a row. Some of the more funny material I have seen in a long time. Crush the Bookie came out on Sunday night, and he was talking about himself, and he said, you can go out and pay some tout $4.99.99, and you can take my stuff for free. I was on the floor laughing. I thought that was hilarious.
He got mad nobody was retweeting him.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. I clowned on it all night Sunday night, and then yesterday we're in there tweeting back and forth. As I make fun off of that, I start talking about a Madden package where I'll play the game on Madden and give you the outcome. And some cat comes in and goes, well, Clown Man's doing that. Oh, dude, that was so funny. I could not stop laughing. I almost bit a hole in my lip trying to stop laughing. I'm cracking up. And then Clown Man got all serious, started throwing F-bombs, swearing, these trolls. I was like, Clown Man, dude, just be quiet and let it flow. You can't come back from that one.
All right, so that one's there. Let me just take a look at the stats for this one here. So we got, let's see. You got the 11-2 Northern Illinois Huskies playing the 12-1 Thundering Herd. Now, if you look at the statistics, Marshall is beating them down big time. Points for, points against, differentials with points scored. You got pass yards, pass defense, rush defense, turnover differential, the whole package. Marshall is the better team.
I'm ready to change my lean now. After looking over the stats, I'm ready to pull out.
The stats are crazy. Wow.
The stats are highly crazy in Marshall's favor, so I'm ready to pull back. It's maybe looking like a no play now after seeing that.
Let me just see here.
What else you got?
Northern Illinois. Let me take a look. Wow, why is it saying all these losses? Something's wrong here. But I'm looking at this. Northern Illinois is 5-0 and straight up in the last 5 games, so they're riding a 5-game winning streak there. The total's going under in 5 of the last 6 games with Northern Illini.
What do you have there for Marshall's record, though? Because something skewed with the records, period.
12-1.
Yeah, but didn't they lose 2?
No.
They didn't lose their last 2?
No, they won the last game.
Oh, they did. Oh, that's right. They did pull out the last game.
Yeah.
It was ugly, but they pulled it out.
They lost against Western Kentucky in the last seconds.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
But Marshall is 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games. Players just putting it out there, and the under is going over 4 of the last 6 Marshall games because they probably set it at 80 when they played each time. Let me just see what the last under-overs were. 67, 75, 69, 66. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So
it's going to be a no play for me. I'm not going to get involved with this. Those stats are a little bit overwhelmingly on Marshall's side there. And I don't necessarily, Marshall's a team that the little time off might have done them some good to regroup themselves and get going. So I'm going to pull back off of that.
All right. So we got that one at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then at the 9:30 game, you got the Navy Midshipmen at San Diego State. Navy's anywhere from this line's anywhere from 1 to 3.
Yep.
You've got under-over anywhere from 53.5 to 56. I got to double-check this, man, because what do you got? Do you have any of the books pulled up? I just want to
don't.
see
What did you want to know?
here.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for this Navy line because it's saying that both are actually getting points.
I got San Diego State -2.5.
-2.5.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And that's on the one that you usually use
right.
a lot? Okay. All right. I'm taking a look at it. So, yeah, man, I think this line is jumping a lot. So if you guys want to get on a side here, you bet, it depends on how you're going to do it, man. You got to look at it, see where it's going, if it's going against you or for you. But keep a look on that line because it's moving all over the place.
It's funny you mention that. I want to just talk about this for a second. What time? We got a caller call line? No. Oh, awesome. This is great. Then we got time for this. Because I know you guys talked to me about the millionaire guys moving the lines around. So let me ask you this. So I want to move a line. What do you guys think the minimum amount of a wager? What do you think a minimum amount of a wager is to move the line?
I would say that it's percentage based.
Okay.
I would say that, like, let's say if they're taking in $1 million worth of bets,
right?
I would say some cat would have to play 60% or more.
Okay, so you think it's just based on percentage, so it's not an actual dollar figure?
I think so because they're ultimately trying to get 50-50.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All
so if I could be wrong though. I mean, I'm sure if we punch this into Google, we probably read about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because my whole thing was, I was talking to somebody the other day who was telling me that, Vegas is up on it. They're moving the line. And I'm like, dude, it's a middle of the season hockey game. Like, how much money do you really think is being wagered on that event? And if it is, how would they be moving it? And in this sense, if you give me that, okay, the millionaire guy wants to move the line, so he goes and puts 500,000. All right, let's just use that for a number to move the line a half a point, right? Yeah. Then you're telling me that he goes and takes $1 million and puts it on the other side, right?
Right.
But dude, you really are going to have $1.5 million invested in a football game trying to move a line around?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because all right. Well, here's the deal. All right, if you go on an online sports book, right, and you're trying to buy the line from 3 to 3.5,
right,
you're paying like 20 to 25% juice.
Okay.
They're only paying 10% by doing it.
Okay, but now here's the deal, though. But you got money on both sides, so you're definitely losing one side.
You're going to lose the small side.
You're going to lose this. You're right. You're going to lose the small side, but actually, then you might as well have just taken one side for the 500,000.
Yeah, I mean, the logic behind it is to move it where they get it to where they want it,
and then double it or triple it,
and then lose the juice on the small side.
All right,
you know what I mean. So it ends up actually being, if it was going to be $1 million bet, they're actually buying a half point for 5%, 5 instead of 20% juice, it's 5%.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense.
And then my thing now, what happens when the small side wins?
That's what I'm doing. I know, man.
That's like my money line system almost in a sense. When the small side wins, you get murdered.
Well, no, they just consider it a loss.
A big one.
Yeah, I know, but they consider it a loss. Like it's a, they lost minus 105 juice or something like that.
Right,
you know
right.
But I get it. I understand what they're doing. So they just look at it as one big whole investment, because they're not forecasting the games. They're not winning 100%.
See, my whole thing is I bypass all that and just money line the team that you think's going to win and don't even be bothered.
Everybody has their own styles of gambling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of. I think it's more cumbersome than anything else.
Well,
personally.
yeah, because you got to stay on top of it. You got to try to. I mean, because you think you might have moved. And here's my other thing. Now you just moved the line at half a point, right? But in the meantime, all these dudes wagered after you did it, and they moved it back to half. So now, do you go in and move it again,
dude? You know what? Listen, I had asked this question before. My question was, what if it don't work?
Right. no kidding.
Then the answer to the question from, I forgot who the guest was that I asked, but they had said they just pull the money out. They'll just do like they'll bet the other side and just pay the juice.
All right.
But
tricky.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it just seems like
tricky.
Well, it's for the guys that have big money. So, and I'm sure some of them are listening at some point. So,
well,
if
they were, hopefully they listened last week because I gave out Green Bay on Tuesday, and Bill Gates and Warren Buffett sent me big thank yous.
And Rainmaker says they also tried a middle too. Yeah, I get that. I
know that. I get the middle part. Yeah, that I do understand as well.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're talking about these two games here. So we got Navy at San Diego State, under over anywhere from 53.5 to 56. So looking at this game, we got a good look at Navy during the Army-Navy game. Wasn't that impressed, I'll be honest with you. Army played them real tough. I don't see anything whatsoever that would intrigue me to watch this game other than my boy Dr. Dan, who's going to probably be betting it. But realistically, I'm looking at, Navy's 3-6 in the last 9 games against the spread. They're 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games, where San Diego State is 5-2 straight up in the last 7. They're both 7-5 coming in here. Navy scoring about 33 points a game, letting up 28. San Diego State scoring about 26 points a game and letting up 20. I don't know, man. I can't get a side here. I'm having a hard time. How about you?
No. I'm not getting involved in that nasty. That's a Dr. Dizzle. That's a Dr. Dizzle extravaganza. Dr. Dan, I have 5 to 10 different type of wagers on that. I see that. Dr. Dan, I have 5 to 10 different wagers on that.
The adjusted line, the whole package.
You know what I mean? The thing is, guys.
Here's the deal. You're gonna annihilate them.
Oh, I love Dizzle. Every one of Dizzle's games, not one of them are gonna ever be close. I'm like, yeah, Dan, they're not close because you lost. Your side got smoke showed.
Well, yesterday's game was close.
Yeah, I got to back off my boy. That's my dog. All that talk I'm talking, I still owe him 2 bottles of Ciroc.
I know.
So who's really laughing? Dare don't know I'm going to give him Ciroc nips. We didn't say what size the bottles were going to be. He's getting Ciroc nips. Can't wait to show up in the club with a little bag of nips that I snuck in. You're like, the Dream just walked up in this place with 450 nips in his pocket. Talking about let me get a large club soda. You know that's ghetto, player. You gotta know I'm hood when I walk up in that piece with some nips in my pocket ordering a juice. Somebody asked me, yo, Dream, you want me to get a drink this round? Yeah, just give me a large cranberry juice, money.
No doubt. All right, let's see. To Doc sending you pictures of ducks flying and saying
okay,
#PaintBall.
Yeah, all right, dog. Whatever. You better hope the Ravens don't make the playoffs.
Yep, exactly. So, looking at this, all right, so let's talk about the NFL early lines because I think there's some value here, brother.
Uh-oh.
I think there's some value because now we got to figure out, boys and girls, who has motivation and who does not. Now, I could tell you this much. One game, and Doc, please feel free to talk me off the ledge here. The New England Patriots have sealed the number 1 seed in the AFC. Okay? They're playing at home. They can lose this game. They can lose this game by 30 points, and it won't matter. They are playing the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills are getting 10.5 points. And they're still getting 10.5 points. With New England with absolutely nothing to play for. Personally, I want to go and put one of my biggest plays of the year on Buffalo plus 10.5. Right now, while the line is there, because you know damn well the line's probably going to, once they start saying it, they're going to start sitting, starters
Brady.
and all that. Yeah,
Brady.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a pickle.
Revis.
So I'm going to put that out there that, listen, fade me on that, tail me on that, whatever you guys think. Okay.
The thing you got to ask yourself is yourselves if their second string is better than Buffalo starters or as good as.
Buffalo's not bad.
I know, but I'm just saying that's the thing you got to ask how much of a drop off is it? I don't even know who the backup quarterback is for New England. Do you?
No. No.
I love you putting your wager in and don't even know who it is.
I don't need to know.
Wait till you find out the back of John Elway.
Favre comes out.
You know what I'm saying? Hatter said no, but I'm just taking Buffalo anyway. Smoking like a true gambler.
I can do it. No, I'm going to do a lot more homework on it.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the thing you got to ask yourself, and because some of these guys, you guys remember Matt Castle blew up after he got the start, for the Patriots. So for some of these guys, it's their opportunity to get on the field and shine. They're going to try to go all out. Now the question is there all out Dusty, which we're hoping it's going to be. And I happen to agree with him. I think that the 10, I think even if it is pretty good, I think 10.5 is a lot of points, man.
I think 10.5 is a lot, period.
Yeah, I think 10.5 is a lot of points.
You know what I mean? But, if you've got that.
I would like if Buffalo was home no more.
Oh, of course. But I could tell you this much. I went up to Gillette Stadium. It was, I want to say,
I remember.
Yeah, 5, 6 years, whatever it was, with 3 different degenerates, and we got smoked betting the Patriots against Buff. We were given 10 points. It's always 10 every time they play each other like that in New England. And Buffalo always plays them tough up there. So you know what, man? I'm going to do it. I think I might be with you. I might join you on that. I like the mentality about that. On the other side, I do like to get into games that mean something. Yeah, we're going to give it out on the YouTube video, obviously, most of the stuff. But we're looking at this here. And just so you know, their backup quarterback is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, yeah, Garoppolo's supposed to be good. No, is it Garoppolo? I think it's Garoppolo is how they pronounce it. I'm not sure.
Garoppolo,
yeah. He's dope, though. He's supposed to be pretty good.
All right, well, I'm looking at him here. Let me just take a look.
Because he actually, if I'm not mistaken, he actually got like a miniature start at the beginning of the season. He came in at some point, I think.
Versus the Bears.
Yeah, versus the Bears, and was pretty good.
He completed all 3 attempts, gaining 22 yards. Oh,
see that?
Awesome.
See that?
Awesome.
Against the Bears defense.
Yeah, against the Bears defense.
Against the off-the-hook Bears defense.
3 passes, dude.
They were 3 quality passes, though.
Tell him it.
He said those were 3 quality. Imagine him walking around with his resume trying to rap the girls. I was in for the Bears game.
Yeah, right.
I did throw 3 passes in the Bears game, honey. So I'm not the fry guy from McDonald's. Back up.
All right. So the games of importance, obviously, we know. We have, Detroit at Green Bay. For the division. Green Bay's given anywhere from 7.5 to 9. We got the next one for the division would be the nightcap, which is Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's given 3. And the last one I want to say for importance is the ATL and Carolina game. Atlanta's given 3.5 to 4 to Killer Cam. So
Denver, Oak Tree. I don't think Denver is going to let Oak Tree beat them. I would be willing to say Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, if you're out there and you want to make another couple $100 million, Peyton Ball is probably going to destroy Oakland. Hey, but one more thing, I just want to just clown this one little topic. We were talking about Garoppolo, right? Imagine the girls going up to Garoppolo, right? Garoppolo thinks he's all dope because he's a professional football player, and the girls are like, "Hey, we've been dating for like a couple of weeks. Do you think you can introduce me to Tom Brady?" It's like, Ma, I don't really want to meet you. I just want to meet Tom Brady. Thinking he's dope and all.
Best hander offer ever at Garoppolo. All right, Garoppolo also played in the smoke show versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs, check those stats. All right, I'll take a look at this stuff as well. But I don't know, man. You know what? It's Buffalo. Yo, you know what? Buffalo just lost to the Raiders, but Buffalo beat Green Biscuit.
Yeah, I know. At home. That's what I was saying. I know. I like it. I'm not obviously putting a lot of money on it. But I do like your mentality with the 10.5. I do believe like a lot of the Patriots won't be going. But you got to remember, a lot of them are going to go too because the roster just don't. Unless I don't know if he's able to. I don't know how that works as far as what he has to carry in there, as far as what he can activate and unactivate, and if he's able to reactivate them. So, there are gonna be some starters playing.
There will be starters playing, no doubt.
Right.
No doubt. But, you know what I mean? As many, you know what? It's Belichick. This is the only problem with this. Belichick loves to just throw his guys out there regardless and just pound everybody. So,
I know.
You know, it's even when they're up, 30, 40 points, he's throwing the ball at the end of the game.
I'm going to love seeing Grunk out there with his Mr. Glass, a.k.a. Mr. Glass. Lose Grunk before the playoffs, and guess what, Patriots?
Yeah.
You already know. Like he got hurt that time on the what was it? A field goal. It was a field goal attempt. Remember that? Remember that he got injured on they were going for a field goal and he broke something or whatever it was. That was like the game right before the playoffs.
Yeah,
he did that.
He's always breaking something.
Yeah.
He's always breaking something. So let me just pull up the playoff standings as it sits right now, looking at the NFL playoff machine. Hey, by the way, guys, I found something. I sent it out yesterday on Twitter. I found something on Yahoo that was pretty interesting. It's like a playoff simulator generator type thing, so you could actually put in the winners of each game and see, where the respective other teams would play and what the seeding would be in the playoffs. It's really cool, so check that out. But looking at it right now, if it ended today, let's start with the AFC. You got New England number 1, Denver number 2, so they would have byes. Then you would have San Diego at Cincy, the 6 versus the 3 seed, and Pittsburgh at Indianapolis.
Diego gets in?
Diego's in right now.
Oh, my God.
I know. Dude, how nasty is that? Diego at Cincy. Oh, awful matchup.
No
I ain't going to be
kidding.
watching that one, I don't think. Because neither one of them teams are going to get past the next round after that. But and then after that, you got the NFC. You got number 1 seed Seattle, number 2 Detroit right now. But like I said, that should flip-flop after Green Bay. I think will beat them this weekend. But, hey, you never know. Because Detroit already owns a victory over them in their house. But now they got to go to Green Bay, which is a very, very tough place to play in Lambeau Field. Then you got Arizona, which is probably going to end up being the 6th seed at Dallas. And
I don't know about that.
And you got Green Biscuit would be at either Carolina or Atlanta.
Oh, the 6th seed. I'm sorry. Yep, you're right.
Yeah,
right. Definitely.
So let's talk about that because, guys, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to find some value. Okay? So, Jonesy, you're right. If Cincy wins and Denver loses, they jump to number 2. So I had the conversation with the Dream about this. I don't think Peyton is trying to lose next week.
I already just said that.
Yeah, I know. But remember you said they have nothing to play for or whatever? I think they want to get that week off. I think that week off is very important for a team like Denver to prepare.
No, but against the Raiders though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Against the Raiders. I know the Raiders are playing tough. I hear you with that argument, but I don't think that's like I said. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, get with me. Listen, Arizona playing Dallas first round.
Yeah, that's right now. That's how it would be right now. But next week, I think that's going to change. I want to say if it all goes the way I put it through on that simulator, Arizona would play the winner of the NFC South, which Atlanta already beat them.
And then who would play Dallas?
That would be Detroit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that matchup.
Me too.
I love Detroit's because Detroit's run defense is. I think they're number 1 in the. Let me just double check that, but I'm pretty.
Especially because I already been getting into about how I think that Dallas is the 4th best team in the NFC. I do think that Detroit is better than Dallas. But then everybody's like, "Oh, you said that Philly was better than Dallas," and I know I did say that. And Philly did lose their starting quarterback, by the way. But I don't. I do think that Detroit is better than Dallas, even though Detroit's offense, though, man, I don't know what is wrong with their offense.
Dude, Detroit is letting up 63 yards a game on the ground. So that would be DeMarco Murray. You ain't gonna see the DeMarco Murray show. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I
so
don't
you're gonna
think
have to
so.
you're gonna have to wait for. Now the thing is about Dallas, what Dallas has is their offensive line protects Romo really nicely. I mean, he's got like 5, 6, 7 seconds to throw sometimes. You know what I mean? But Detroit's defense is really good, man. But
Detroit's offense does have to come to play. I don't know what's wrong with them. They got to figure it out, man. They got to do something. Hopefully they're in the lab right now working on something because that offense is just not moving the ball, man.
I just don't get it.
And I don't either. They're not moving the ball. But, guys, I want to tell you something. You know, you guys could talk to you blue in the face with me with this NFC thing. Seattle is the team to beat. And I know Green Bay is dope offensively. I see that. Seattle, though, right now on both sides of the field, They are the best team in the NFC. And look, I don't even like Seattle. I don't like Sherman. All right, I'm not really a big Russell Wilson fan, but I got to give credit where credit is due. They are dope, man. Russell Wilson, I don't like him. He's an off-the-hook good quarterback, and I don't like him. He's not my style of quarterback. I don't like a lot of the stuff he does, but I got to give credit where credit is due. Russell Wilson reminds me of like a almost even more polished Steve Young. He doesn't run like a regular running quarterback. The pass makes the run for him, not the run makes the pass for him. Yep. He's running to extend plays, and with his mobility and having to be cognizant of that, I don't care who's running the routes out there. Somebody's going to get open, especially with the rules of the NFL, which is now turning into just chuck the ball downfield because we're probably going to get a pass interference call. I mean, that's what's really going on in the NFL right now, which I hate. But that's all in a team like Seattle's favor, who doesn't have any real outstanding wide receivers. This guy, man, I watched, Arizona, who is one of the better defenses in the NFL, okay? Arizona's got a top defense. Yeah, you guys say what you want.
They're ranked like 11th or 12th.
No doubt. They were able to they held him down for a minute, but eventually he started getting loose and breaking them. I'm just telling you, there's no defense, okay? Green Bay's defense is not going to shut him down. No. Dallas's defense is not going to shut him down. Maybe Detroit's defense has a shot, but it's like I said, if you're out on the field for an elongated time period, he is going to break loose. He's going to get loose, and he's a serious, his running threat mobility, I'll tell you, Seattle is a very, very scary team right now. Right at this point, if you told me Seattle was going to repeat, I couldn't argue against that. Yeah. I really couldn't, because his mobility and the way they play football in Seattle, the way that Pete Carroll gets them guys up and gets them ready to play, just that swagger and that attitude that team has, they ain't having it from nobody. All right? They don't do the interviews. They ain't worried about commercials. Well, Richard Sherman likes running his mouth. But I'm saying outside of that, Marshawn Lynch is a clown, but he goes out and is a beast. All right? Give him a pack of Skittles and he runs wild. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you guys can tell me what you want about how they're not good and how Cowboys been clinging to, well, we beat them in their house at the beginning. So what? You beat them in their house at the beginning of the season. Yeah. Okay? Listen, the Patriots lost to Miami in the beginning of the season. You think that would happen right now? Okay? Matter of fact, Dallas fans, you lost to the Redskins October 27th. So does that mean that the Redskins are going to beat you this week? I don't think so. Don't tell me about what happened 10 weeks ago, because it's a whole different team, whole different scenario. Teams change it up, step it up going into the playoffs, all right? So keep note of that and keep an eye on this Seattle team.
All right. So you want to keep an eye on the Seattle team and all that. All right. So now, what has been the thorn in everybody's side this year with the NFL? The fact that you have inconsistent teams, right? Yep. So you're saying that they're the most consistent team right this second.
Going into the playoffs. I think they are one of the most.
Have we found a consistent team that you can ride or no? Because you know what? It's when you get so amped on a team and you're flying high on them and going so crazy with them that they get beat.
True.
You know what I mean? So listen, I'm going to put this out there. All right, you guys, if you want to fly on the Seattle bandwagon there and cash and maybe get another game or two out of them or whatever. Don't be putting your whole bankroll on one team, because you know what's going to end up happening, don't you?
You know what? But Seattle does it a little bit differently. I think that in years past, we've had one type of team that had a specific style where, like Denver's always been, somewhat dominant, but the offense was always dominant. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the defense was always, questionable. Yeah. Even with the Patriots offense was, was a monster. Defense was good, but, a little bit. With this Seattle team, it's just a different type of balance.
Oh, I get it. No, listen. If you had them at their best, I don't think anybody could beat them. I really don't, especially, being in, the 12th man and all that. Right. I mean, right now, just watching what they did to Arizona. I mean, had Russell Wilson running amazing. I mean, you see him stiff arm the guy and run into the end zone like that. He just made a joke out of the defender, whoever it was. Then Marshawn Lynch with that 74-yard run, that was incredible. Their defense playing awesome. I get it. However, every team has a bad game sometimes. All right, and I'm just saying that. For me to just say, oh, they're going to win the whole thing, it's tough for me to do. It really is. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit biased because I have Green Bay, Detroit, to win the NFC. I have those as futures. We'll see. We'll see what
Seattle's
happens.
better than Green. I think Seattle is definitely better than Detroit. And I think that I think they got too much attitude for Green Bay, and I think that their defense would be very physical with Green Bay, which is a finesse type of timing type offense. I think they pose a real problem to Green Bay, honestly.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens, man. I just love all this football talk, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's fun. Some cat tried to call the fan and talk about basketball yesterday. They just shut him right down. Which, speaking of live call-ins, by the way, guys, we're starting that on Friday, okay?
Uh-oh.
And if we got a subject that we're on,
and
you want to come on and talk about something,
dude, when I'm on, don't even think about talking about baseball.
Yo,
don't even call me in talking about no weird A-Rod is going to be at in the lineup. Because you will get the Kid Rocks.
No doubt, man. So, just wanted to put that out there, guys. So don't be, calling in with, something that we're not talking about, because we're gonna have to clip you, and we don't want to do that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, let me just look at the things.
Hey, what do you think about the AFC? What do you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers, dude?
Offensively, they are doing it. I mean, they're really doing. I mean, they're in the top. I want to say. Let me take a look here real quick. Offensively, they're the number 2. Well, this doesn't really say much because Breezy's number 1, which Breezy is a very disgusting sore subject for me. But anyway, which real quick. Anyway, let me finish this up. But Pittsburgh is averaging 415 yards per game offensively. But here's the problem I have with them: the execution. I mean, they're only scoring 27 points a game. So what that's leading me to believe is they're coming down the field and kicking field goals. You know what I'm saying? A couple field goals a game, 3 touchdowns. If anything, if you're, and then you take a team like, let's see, I'll give you an example. Look at Green Biscuit. 386 yards. Right, ranked all the way down to 6th, but they're scoring over 30 a game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it just seems like Pittsburgh's execution is not all that. I think they can. I think they could beat Cincinnati.
I do too,
and I think they can. I think they can get into the playoffs as the division winner. I just don't see. I could see them actually getting up to playing one, first or second seed team. Be in Denver or at New England. But I don't know if
I think Denver would.
Denver kill them. Denver going to kill them. But I'm just saying that I don't know if they could make it past that round.
Right.
I think they could win this week. I think they could win the next week and then get blown up the following week, or go into the New England and win.
Do you see any? Do you see? I'm looking at this. I really don't see any dark horse emerging in any other one of these divisions that is going to be a problem. Do you really see a problem team on here somewhere?
You're gonna call me absolutely out of my mind. You're gonna call me nuts. I think that if the Atlanta Falcons win the division this week, I'm just saying.
I am thinking you're.
I'm just saying. Listen, this team's. Dude, look what they played really. I mean, second half. Let's talk second half versus Green Biscuit. They played pretty well.
Son, they are the most dumbest coach team. Their coach is a biscuit head.
I know. He's a clown.
All right? He will make a wrong decision, take a timeout. Dude, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm just saying, don't be surprised. Don't be
right.
surprised. But looking at it, other than that, though, Arizona, forget it. Detroit would be a 5 seed, so maybe Detroit. I don't think Indianapolis has the defense to do anything in their league, in the AFC.
Yeah, and listen, I didn't catch a lot of the Indy Dallas game, but
Awful.
I'm hearing that the offensive line for Indy they were allowing him to get sacked like every down or something.
Dude, he just got beat and beat. There was one cat that got beat so much, man. It was him, and then they're down 7-0, and they go for a fake punt, like inside their own territory, and before you blink your eyes, it's 14-0. Okay. It was just like, it's just dumb. I mean, the Colts coach just, should have been ashamed of himself after that game, man. Put it that way. But they basically just kind of rolled over at that point and just let Dallas have their way with him. You know what I'm saying?
And I love this, and I know this is going to get the Dallas fans going once again all of a sudden. But Dallas is so feeling themselves right now, okay? And their fans are so feeling themselves that they're going to go into the playoffs really thinking that they're the bomb. And they're going to get their feelings hurt because that defense is still horrible, all right? But yet they're thinking Dallas is not – I've seen not any realistic takes on this Cowboy team in a minute other than, some of the real analysts that know what they're talking about. You just got a lot of smoke and mirrors going on with Dallas, and I heard Romo's been playing out of his – and, I've traditionally – you guys don't know this, but I've traditionally backed Dallas in years past. You can ask Hatter. I usually bet a lot of money. I've always thought, Romo was a good quarterback, but right now the hype on Dallas is so heavy, and these guys are feeding into this nonsense. Dallas is nowhere near as good as they're trying to act like they are right now, and that right there is going to be a big eye opener for them when they go into one of these games and get and run into a real deal team.
Yeah, I mean, put it this way. You see, Dallas already went into Seattle and won. But I think Seattle's a totally different squad than they were. And
Dallas running around beating your chest about that they went into Seattle and won. Like, all right, we're the bomb. Like in Seattle, and I know Seattle's sitting there going, oh, okay, come on and do it again now.
well,
they're like, all right, yeah, you won.
Yo, well, listen, if the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl, what are we gonna?
We'll have a Dallas show.
We're gonna have a I love Dallas. I'm a Dallas fan for life shirt.
We'll do our video. I'll wear the Cowboy jersey in the video with all full Dallas gear, everything. I love Romo. Dez Bryant slaps his mom and it's okay. Whatever you guys want, but I'm just letting you know. And I know you guys are trying to say, "Oh, Dream, you're being biased. You've been against someone." I really haven't. I just have never really. I mean, I think that they're pretty good. Okay, pretty good. I think that the defense is an issue. I like that they're running the ball and they're playing a better game. A lot of these games last year, they obviously would have lost because they're relying more on their run game as opposed to their pass game. But they still have issues in this. And right now, they are the fourth best team in the NFC.
All right. People love you talking about Dallas. So wait till the call-ins come in.
Listen,
I'm going to be killing you with
on
that.
ESPN, they had a thing of, is Dallas really a Super Bowl contender? And like 60% had said no. And the other 41% that said, yeah, it was like all Cowboy fans.
No doubt.
We can go to the Super Bowl. We're good. We got a run game. Our offensive line. We're doing it. Last year, you guys want to fire everybody. I wish I had playback from all the Cowboy fans I bumped into that last year that talked. We stink. We hate Jerry Jones. Romo's a bum. This is a problem. They don't do this. Dude, the crying was endless last year, and now they're going to the Super Bowl. That's why I can't mess with y'all.
Yodo said, "Let the Cowboy fans run that show when when you got the jersey on."
No doubt, I'll let you guys run it.
Oh, you hear that? All right, all right, man. So we got to close this thing out, brother, because we got to go do the YouTube video.
Flew by today.
It did, unbelievable. Hey, you know what? When you talk about NFLs,
do we have anything? Okay, what do we got for tonight? Let me take a real quick
take a little bit of time here.
Run off. Let me see what we got.
You got the college football games, which we already talked about.
I didn't like none of them. What do we got for NBA? Guys, remember on Christmas Day, there's a ton of NBA games Christmas Day. We won't be on, but there's a ton of NBA games on Christmas Day. You got the Cavs against the Timberwolves tonight. Let's see, the line's kind of heavy. Pacers, Pelicans, Wizards. Oh, Wizards, Bulls.
Wizards, Bulls. You got Wizards -3 to 3.5.
Bulls coming off of that game last night. Hard-fought game against the Raptors. I'm gonna leave it alone. I might have found it.
What you got?
The Clippers over the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
I got no spread there.
That'll be up soon. Maybe
right.
Put that on Twitter.
It's always pretty good to bet against Brooklyn. They got Denver.
Yo,
coming
did you?
in.
Yo, listen. So
The Heat. The Heat are playing the Sixers. Maybe you guys want to grab the Heat tonight against the Sixers. Sixers, are dusty. That might be an easy one. Take a look at that. The Heat over the Sixers. Let's see what the line is. Hopefully you can get it down. I mean, if you can get it under 6, I would imagine probably be around 10.
Yeah,
no,
10
I'm saying in
yeah.
a teaser or something.
Yeah, right.
Or a money line. Maybe you money line it and leave it open with a couple of spots. But I like the Heat. I'll get back to you guys later, maybe via Twitter, maybe DM. Listen, I'm going to be pretty busy. Today's one of my best friend's birthdays, so I'm going to probably not really be on Twitter like usual. Maybe a little bit around game time. Maybe if we stop at a bar to check out the game. So I might be dusty with the responses back, and then tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and then it's Christmas. So, I'm gonna be around, but not. So
yeah, same here.
So
same
you guys, it's the holidays, so you're gonna have to, do your own thing.
Yeah.
Which you guys probably do your own thing anyway. But I'm just letting you know where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah.
On the hockey, let's go to the hockey real quick. I know we gotta get out of here.
Let's see what we got.
The Isles Canadians, tough game. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rangers Capitals.
Let's just take a look here. Let me see what I got. Toronto, dude. I still haven't been able to get into hockey yet.
I know. I'll get you there. Well, let's get through football.
No,
Get through football. I'll get you there. Hey, guys, it's looking like it's maybe a no play tonight for me. I'm sorry. I don't really have anything positive to give you. Nothing's really standing out to me other than the Chicago Blackhawks. I think the Blackhawks win tonight for sure, but it's heavy juice. You guys know you hate heavy juice. So maybe you do a little Blackhawk parlay and put that with who the Sixers playing?
Miami.
Put Heat Blackhawk parlay. I like that a bit.
That might work.
That may work. I like that again. I also kind of am leaning towards Detroit, but they're heavy juice as well. The Detroit Red Wings, they're playing the Sabres. You're talking about two bad teams in the Sabres and in the Jets. So you might want to get down with that. Guys, get out there and take a look. I'll take a look. If I come up with anything, I'll put it out on Twitter. Maybe not the DM side, maybe on the Twitter, as just the tweet side, because I just don't got time to, when I do those DMs, I have to personally go through and hit you all with the same stuff. I end up copying what I write to one person and then hitting it and pasting it on each one, which is kind of a pain in the neck. But that's what I do for y'all, because I'm feeling you, because y'all my people.
Yo, Chicago is minus 235 right now on the money line. So I would imagine that the hoop game would probably be like minus 400.
Yep.
4 to 450.
Not too bad.
So if you put that together, you're probably getting $80 on 100.
Yeah, and if you like Marshall, throw them on the money line
you
too.
Throw them on the money
and
line.
And now you got a nice little 3-teamer that might make you a couple of beans. Guys, check it out. Do your homework. Get on the thing. Do your thing. Call your people. There's a lot of information out on Twitter. Obviously, I'm sure there'll be tons of picks and tons of sides and tons of reasons why. Get out there, do your homework, and find out and do what you like. If not, hey, it is the holiday season. Don't feel bad about taking a couple days off and relaxing.
That's right,
regrouping and getting ready for the weekend.
That's right, because we got a big weekend coming up, man. So, all right, man. Let's close this thing out, my friend.
Hey, this time went by so fast, man. We were amped. We having a good, had a good time in here. Loved hanging out with you guys as always. Love doing it. We're about to go do the YouTube video. Should be something special and juicy in there for you guys this week. Probably something a little bit different, as this is Booty Week, we like to call it. So that being said, I am the Dream Fellas. Want to send big shouts out to Frankie Fingers, Clown Man Swag, Rich G, Johnny Flipoff, Vince Parker, Jay Robinson, number 10, MMA Rainmaker, Sin City Maverick, the Champ, JCP Sports, the MOB, Jay Gotts, Against All Odds, Deeks Picks, my man Yippa82, Nicholas J, Shane Redenius, Lottie Dottie, Joseph Del Rosario, Jay Cass, Smokey Rodriguez, AZ Wildcat 83 is out there. My boy Papa Smurf is out there. Jonesy, what's up, player? I see ya. Papa Bear, I love you. Even though I make fun of you Cowboys, I do love you, brother, and love all your support. Big ups to you. Handicapping Sports, Scott Weaver, my man Urban, Doc, Vato, what's up, player? I love you, and I know you a Cowboy fan as well. The Queen of Odds, what's happening, baby girl? Wishing you all also a happy holiday too, guys.
Yes.
Key West SD, The Kid, Jet, Gamblers Bets, APB, Sydney, Premier Sports Company, the First Lady of the NHL, my man Crush the Bookie, Sheets Money, Fake Fam, Danny Coy, and Notorious Dove B. Also, Bama Bam is out there. Papa Bear, I already said. AM Action, I know you are a big supporter of what we do. Guys, if I miss you, I'm sorry. I am the Dream. Always remember who you're with, and remember, make the most of every day, because you cannot get this time back.
Yes, sir. And I got Songski, Bookie.com, RT. I got Hockey Immortal, Underdogs, Eric Anderson, Big Mac, Yin Yang Betts, The Albanian, Buster Carr, Andy Mack, Jason Riley, Wicked Odds, Max Cajado, all the way from Germany, Yato, Joey Buckets, Sir Mata, P for Prez, G Rose, Hoskins, Rainmaker 512, and the list goes on and on. Guys, we love you to death. All the social media outlets we are on, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the whole package, sportsbetterstv.com. All the best lines you're going to find. All the sports books are right there in your face where you can put any plays in you want at any time. And all the best futures are there, as well as all our social media, all our shows, all our videos. All the information is right there at your fingertips, sportsbetterstv.com. Guys, we love you to death. Go out and get that money.
Peace.
Take care.